Hello everyone, this is Kim, aka Lego Artisan. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a good day. And in this video, we'll be showcasing the Lego Friends Set 41703, the Friendship Treehouse. For the first part of the video, I'll be doing a short review of the set. And then later on, I'll be showcasing an alternative build that I have done, which is a 16 by 32 modular building. So as you can see, there are smaller builds that you would be able to do before you do the building. And you have here a cashier where you have the honey, and then there's a printed piece for the bee. And then there's a workbench where you could do a birdhouse, and then some wood pieces that have stickers on them. And then you have here the apiary where you have more printed pieces for the bees, as well as this printed tile where you can have the honeycomb. After that, you will have here also a small area for the bunny, and then you have the bicycle that carries over the honey pieces or the honey jars. For the main building itself, the main color of the house is medium blue and yellow, with hints of green, orange, and a few more colors around. The tree consists of the reddish brown, the medium nougat, and the dark orange color, which blends really well and makes it a bit more realistic. The front of the building has a lot of access to areas where you could put in your mini dolls and create scenes or have play areas for your minifigures as well. I really like how they managed to make it look colorful without having those really harsh and very hot colors that the Lego Friends set would usually have. They do have these magenta colors, but they're just sparsely placed and just enough so you could have a bit of color. But overall, the color of the treehouse is still reddish brown, and then you have the yellow and the medium blue color, which is really nice, and it can blend well with your city, which can blend well with your Lego city or your forest area. As you turn around, you can see the interior of the building, which has a lot of details. Starting from the ground floor, you have a toilet. I've seen this several times now, wherein the Friends set has at least one toilet for a medium-sized or a large-sized building, which is good. It shows that Lego listens to people who ask for them, and it makes sense for a certain building to have one. Then you have here the elevator, which is mechanically powered. You can play with it. And then on the top of that, there is the kitchen where you have cakes and different things like this radio or stereo. And then on the upper level, you have the bedrooms. It has a lot of details as well, considering that it doesn't have a lot of depth to it. Overall, the set looks really nice. It has a lot of potential to be added to a city on its own or as an alternative build or some modification based on your preferences. Like if you want it to become a larger version of the treehouse, then you can do it, or you can do it as a modular building which can be put in a city setup. And that is what I'll be doing for this set. I'll be turning this singular set into a 16 wide building that can fit into a Lego city. So let's get started. So this is it. I've disassembled the treehouse, and I've actually done the instructions for the modular building that I've designed. This will be a trial build before I distribute and post the instructions online. So let's get started. So here's the ground floor design, and here's the ground floor in actual build. It took me about an hour to finish this one, but that's because I knew what pieces to put in beforehand anyway. So I've put in a lot of details inside and made this one into a shop where the beekeeper could sell his products like the honey, cakes, all sorts of cloths and different things that they could sell. And it also shows here the apiary, and here is the cashier area. Okay, so this is the ground floor. I really liked how the facade turned out, especially this area here with the windows and the doors. The side walls are not as pretty as we would want it to be, but we are dealing with an alternative build, so we have to make do with the pieces that we have. The back is also nice. It's a solid reddish brown color with a few greenery and bird houses and such. So I'll continue with the middle floor and the roof later on. So this is the design for the second level, and here it is on the actual build. It took me about half an hour to complete this, and this one is the living space for the beekeeper. It has a few more details like the computer, the cooking space, and the bed. Also on the side you have a balcony, and at the back you have the telescope and a few more details. So there's a few more pieces left. I'll be able to put in the roof as well as the remaining parts of the building. So from the Lego Friendship Treehouse, now you get an alternative modular building, which is the Beekeeper's shop. This is how it looks, all built up from just one set of 41703. It's a two-story building, and it's fully furnished inside, very detailed, and we'll go into the interiors again to show off all the details that I've managed to put in. So this is the final design for the alternative build of the Lego Friends Treehouse set 41703. This is called the Beekeeper's shop. The ground floor is the Beekeeper's shop, while the upper level is the living space for the beekeeper. It has a balcony, and I quite like the facade of this part with the flower pieces, as well as the doors with the mat, and of course the plants all growing outside. Then you have the roof here, which is very organic, as you would say. And then going around, the side walls are not the best part, considering that we've used mainly just the parts from the set, but we're sure that we can cover this one with other modulars anyway. So for the back part, it's mainly reddish brown in color, which is like a big tree trunk where the house was built in front of. Then you have further details here like the honeycomb here, as well as the bunny and a few more birds' house. So for this part also, it's not the prettiest one, but this one is made to be placed beside other modular buildings, so this one will be covered up anyway. As of now, when I built this, it only uses the parts from the set, including the plates that were in the main set. What you can do further after this one is to place it on a 16 by 32 base plate, or together with another modular on a 32 by 32 base plate, so you can place it in a CT and have a proper connection to it. Okay, now we'll go inside again to see the interior details. Okay, so this is the interior as you saw earlier, where you have the different products that the Beekeeper sells, which would have the honey, the cakes, all the different mugs, and the different fabrics that they could sell in their shop. And as you can see, this is actually quite durable and stable. Even if I just hold it with one hand, it doesn't fall apart. So it's structurally sound, which is one of the main goals that I usually try to do with my alternate builds. Okay. For the second level, you have the bed space on top, and then a little bit further down, you have the computer, and then the small dining area, the stove, and the kitchen sink. And then there's a door that leads to the balcony, and then as you go to the balcony, it's just a free space with lots of plants and flowers and vines growing on the trellis. And then you have a telescope here, and I think you can even put some tables and chairs here, so you can add more details if you want to. It's very compact, but I think there are lots of details inside that came from the set, and I think they were probably the best way that I could put them in without making them too cluttered. So here's the second level. And for the last part, the roof, it's very simple. It's an angled roof just with a few details of the sticker pieces, plants, and flowers. And with this color of dark orange and yellow, I think it matches well with the overall theme and color of the building. And as you can see, you can place it really easily on top of the building or the second level without any problem. And then it's also quite stable and durable. No issues whatsoever. It's very easy to put together. So that's it for now. I hope you like this new MOC that I have made up. I will definitely be posting this on belvibricks.com, rebrickable.com, and mocsmarket.com. So be on the lookout for this one. And I hope you try it out and add it to your city. So now that I've finished showing you the new MOC that I have, it's time to place it in our Lego town. So this is the temporary spot that I have for the Beekeeper's shop. It doesn't have anything beside it yet, but I do intend to add more modulars to this part of the Lego town. I think it turned out really well. It's very colorful and vibrant, but it doesn't hurt the eyes. I think also because it uses a lot of green and blue colors. So it's not too bright and too hot like the colors that you would normally see in a Friends set. And looking at all the pieces that we've used just for one modular, I think it really does make you want to try it out and build it for your city. I also bought this small cafe a few months ago, and I haven't turned it into any modular yet, so I might end up turning this into a 16 wide building to match this set, and it could be in a 32 by 32 base plate. So we'll see what would happen. But for now, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you can see more videos as I post them. Until then, have a good day and enjoy. Keep building!